Welcome to 549 Media. The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the stage is set for tonight's action. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, we bring you every drive, every shot, every play that makes the difference. This is where passion meets performance and every moment counts. Grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy your hometown Yellowjackets because the game starts now.
And good evening and welcome into the Hive. We thank you for tuning in to 549 Media's coverage of Yellowjacket basketball tonight. The Perm Yellowjackets get ready to take on the Hawley Nuggets here at the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoy our coverage of Heart of the Lakes Conference basketball. And for both these teams, a bit of a break due to the holiday and weather, but now they're back in action tonight here at the Hive.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a good contest, Jason, and I think that layoff sometimes is good early. The Yellowjackets really did have a lot of games packed into an early season venture, and you need some time to practice. So I think it's good for the Yellowjackets. They had 2 successful games. Now they also had some time to get some practice in, and they're probably going to see they are going to see a really good, talented Hawley Nuggets team tonight. So great Highway 10 action ready to happen here shortly.
Nuggets come in at 1-0. Their only victory was a strong one over Staples Motley, where they beat them 66-28. Yellowjackets come in 2-0, 1-0 in the Heart of the Lakes Conference, where they picked up a big victory over Albany last time out, 67-35. Yellowjackets were scheduled to take on Wadena Deer Creek last Tuesday. However, Mother Nature had other ideas. And then you throw in the Thanksgiving holiday. The Yellowjackets really haven't been on the court, as they only got back to practice last night.
Right, and I think you're okay in this time of the season, and sometimes you never know what's going to happen at tournament time, and some of these things find a way to creating the culture of your team and finding out what you have. And I know these girls, we talked about, you've talked about, we've had Coach Super on, they're gritty, and that sometimes leads to them like, now your backs are against the wall a little bit where things have not gone your way. According with practice, not in game situations. What are we made of? What can you come out tonight and do? And I think there's going to be some real keys to this game, and we'll certainly hit those as we go along in this pregame show.
And the Yellowjackets tonight coming in at 2-0. The Hawley Nuggets had a delayed start a little bit to their practice season. As we know, the Hawley Nuggets come in with a championship pedigree, back-to-back state volleyball champions, and many of those players from that squad are on this basketball team as well.
Well, and I think that's the one thing I look at is they know how to win, and that's a culture-building thing. And it doesn't always flip-flop from sport to sport, but I think there's so many intangible things that you can take from learning how to win, being in big-time game situations in front of huge crowds, and the Hawley Nuggets sure have done that in volleyball in the last couple of years, and they've had some success in basketball too. Coach Carlson's done a nice job with this program, taking over from a long-time coach, and sometimes that's not always easy to do, but he brings a real fire and passion, and you're going to see that tonight, and it spills over to his ladies who play for him, and that's why I think this contest could really be a good one.
We have a full pregame show lined up for you here tonight on the 549 Media Network. We'll also be joined by Yellowjacket assistant coach Michelle Borman, and more in our pregame show coming up here in just a few moments on the 549 Media Network.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Hey, Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1. Or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer. Every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Well, welcome back once again into the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we get ready for tonight's Heart of the Lakes Conference at Section 8. 2A clash tonight between the Yellowjackets and the Hawley Nuggets. Should be a fun one between these two teams. The Yellowjackets, again, coming off a convincing victory over Albany where they knocked them out 67-35. Kai Anderson had the big night, leading the way with 26 points. Quinn Hansen added 11 points in that game for the Yellowjackets. The Yellowjackets were strong from deep. Kai Anderson with 5. Ashton Kunza with 2. Carlson, Hemberger, Hansen also hit some three-pointers as well in that victory over Albany.
Well, watching that, watching that game, Jason, you kind of come to expect that type of offensive play from a Coach Super-led team. What I was really impressed with, and that's not to say they haven't done this in the past, their defensive intensity, I think, has just gained a couple notches, and they're just so much ball pressure right now. It's been hard for teams to get into their offense. And with the shot clock, it's become such an important part that if you're not starting your offense till there's 18, 17 seconds and you're starting up 2, 3, 4 feet behind the three-point line, it's really tough to get a quality shot. And I think that's where the Yellowjackets have come and developed with this team is that defensive intensity. Now, you've mentioned it before. I've talked about it. Sometimes it's a little too much, and it almost got them into foul trouble at Albany as they had like 8 quick fouls, but then they kind of settled in and realized how the game was being called.
Nuggets came in with an easy victory over Staples Motley, knocking off the Cardinals 66-28. They were led by Stella Fleming and Addison Sandvik with 19 points each, and Emily Veteran and McKenna Walker with 10 each in that victory over Staples Motley to start the season. And well-coached staff, big victory to start the season. It'll be interesting to see how now the Nuggets come out here tonight.
Well, and one of the things that in first impression, it's so early in the season, it's hard to find things. I think it's going to be some of the size mismatches and which way it leads, whether it's Hawley has all of their girls are about 5'10" to 6 foot, and it's going to maybe force the Yellowjackets to change up their defensive strategy a little bit, and you wonder how that's going to happen. And you know Coach Super has this team so ready to go, but you might end up with some mismatches in the posts, Jason, where you have a 5'3", 5'4" girl against someone 5'10", 5'11". How are the Yellowjackets going to handle that tonight? I'm excited to see what Coach Super and his staff have in store for the Hawley Nuggets.
With that, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be joined by Yellowjacket assistant coach, Michelle Borman, right here on the 549 Media Network.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry, but the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials, it's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Welcome to Perham, Minnesota, a great place to visit and an even better place to live. Here's a look at just a few of the things you can experience here. If you'd like to find your inner otter in Perham, visit OttertailLakesCountry.com.
Welcome back to the 549 pregame show. We're now joined by Yellowjacket assistant coach Michelle Borman, getting ready for a fun battle tonight with Hawley first overall. What do you expect to see from the Nuggets here tonight?
Obviously, Hawley's a great basketball team with some very athletic girls, and they are definitely going to push tempo. They've only played one game this year against Staples, so we really don't know a ton about them, but looking and watching film from last year, they're definitely girls that, again, are athletic and get to the rim and will definitely want to try to run.
You've coming off a victory, which now seems like is forever ago against Albany, which was a nice victory. What were some things you could take away from that victory over Albany?
Well, it was nice to get on the road and have a road game and know that the girls came out and they were ready to play. We obviously shot lights out against them. And so when you do that and you're hitting, making shots and you get ahead right away, it's hard for teams to come back. It was Albany's first game as well. So we had already had the opportunity to play, so we were able to work out some of the kinks. But they the girls definitely brought energy on the bench and on the floor and just played really, really well together as a team.
Now it's kind of a unique situation. You have a game that was supposed to happen the next night against Wadena Deer Creek, postponed, and then you have the Thanksgiving holiday now back on the court. How does the coaching staff and players kind of handle that little bit of layoff?
Yeah, we definitely we had practice last night, and you could tell that we had some days off, just a little bit sloppy with our passes and turning the ball over a little bit. But the girls were hungry. We pushed them really hard. We told them going in at the beginning of practice that we've had some days off, so we were going to practice late and we were going to really push them. And the thing about this group is they are so competitive and they are wanting to play and they want to win. And nobody complained. Everybody got after it. And we just had a really good practice.
What's it like, as a head coach of the junior varsity and seeing the girls push each other all the way through and the success you guys had at the junior varsity level as well?
Yeah, these girls, I was telling them our first game of the season, I've never in all my years of coaching at Perm, which has been a while, the start they had to their first JV game of the season was just incredible. And these girls are really, really talented. And they push those varsity players every day in practice. And I think that's the thing this year that we're really noticing is from top to bottom. We just have so much talent that every day girls are pushing each other to get better, and you can just see it.
What's it like to see that in practice every day, to have that internal competition that you guys have with each other?
Oh, it's amazing. We are just so thankful that we have so many girls that have bought in to what Perm girls basketball is, and they've put in so much time in the off season. I mean, you walk into the school every morning and you see girls on the gun getting up shots. So again, it is just something that makes us better, and girls are hungry and competing for minutes, and so it really brings for a great atmosphere.
Facing Hawley, it's always a unique rivalry when you square off with the Nuggets, especially here at the Hive. Last year, able to sweep the season series, but it was two close basketball games. You kind of expect to see the same again tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Hawley is a very competitive team. They always are. They're well coached and they come prepared and they know what we're going to do and we know what they're trying to do. So everyone's going to try to take away that strength of the team, but they will. Again, it's new. They had obviously a great run for volleyball, so they had a little late start to their season, but when you have athletes that have been in state championship and teams and have won, that winning, and when they bring that to the court, it's very evident. You can see it.
And I'm asking one last question for tonight. What's kind of been the favorite times and moments that you've had as a member in this Yellow Jacket program and this coaching staff that you've been a part of for a while?
Boy, well, that's a hard one to answer, Jason, because I think this is my 31st year of coaching. So lots of great memories with Perm girls basketball. But I think one thing that I'm just very thankful for is the coaching staff, to work alongside Super and Robbie. I'm just very fortunate. It's two guys that know a ton about basketball and are great coaches, and they're great leaders, and they mentor girls so well. I've learned so much from them. And then the girls just coming to practice every day. I'm very blessed to be able to come to work in the gym after school and be a part of a game that I love and be a part of something that's pretty special, because this team definitely, you can just feel there's something about this group this year that it's been really fun.
Well, thank you very much, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Jason.
That is Yellow Jacket Assistant Coach Michelle Borman right here on the 549 Media Network.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Welcome back into the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we get ready for tonight's game here on the 549 Media Network between the Perham Yellowjackets and the Hawley Nuggets. And now first, take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by New Horizons Realty. First for the home team, the Perham Yellowjackets. They'll start like this: a senior guard, Kaya Anderson, a sophomore guard in Sophie Nelson, a 6-foot sophomore center, Lauren Jurdy, a 5'5" sophomore, number 15, Reagan Hemberger, and a 5'10" junior, Addie Dranger. Head coach TJ Super, assisted by Robbie Cox and Michelle Borman. As you take a look at the Yellow Jackets starting lineup, brought to you by New Horizons Realty. We thank you for that. Now a look at the Hawley Nuggets. They'll be starting like this: a 5'11" senior Addison Sandvik, 5'10" senior McKenna Walker. Would show them on the floor, but they're off in the locker room as the Yellow Jackets are off to the side as well, getting ready for some last-minute instructions as the Yellow Jacket Pep Band entertains here at the Hive tonight. Also starting will be a 5'10" senior Stella Fleming. Starting is a 5'9" junior Kate Vetter, and also starting is a 5'11" senior number 44 Emily Vetter. And head coach Jed Carlson. He's assisted by Jackson Lingus and Allison Brenna for the Hawley Nuggets. And again, Matt Lamb and the Yellow Jacket Pep Band growing in numbers, doing a great job keeping the crowd entertained here at the Highlands.
Yeah, definitely filling it up and filling that section of band members. It's awesome to see, Jason. It's so fun to. It's just part of high school athletics, I think, is to hear that band playing. And we talked a little bit about starting lineups, some key matchups right away. You got to go. Who's going to guard Kaya Anderson? Just played lights out in Albany, and she's kind of that dual threat type player who can, she's 5'10", 5'11", can go inside, prefers to play outside, can play point guard. You got to have someone pretty athletic to guard her. So I say that's key number one. Second is I think the Yellow Jackets all have to rebound with the size differential that we see through the starting lineup pattern that you just talked about. Everybody's going to have to hit the boards tonight. You can't allow Hawley to have second and third shots, Jason.
That's going to be the key. Like you said, the height advantage definitely on the Hawley side. And I think one of the other keys of the game we haven't really touched on is going to be the tempo. what pace is this game going to be played at? Will it be a half-court game, or will the Yellow Jackets or will the Nuggets want to run tonight here and get out in transition?
Well, and I hate to say that transition, I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I think sometimes, I hate to say this, but I think it's how it's called or officiated. If the hand checks are being called, then you have to back off a little bit, and I don't think you're going to get quite as many fast breaks as you're used to getting. If the style of play tonight is to let them play on the floor, I think that benefits the Yellow Jackets just because they like that three-quarter court pressure and make you get out of your comfort zone when you're on the offensive end of the floor.
Well, I thought you said it best the other night, a couple of weeks ago now, between Breckenridge and Perham. Breckenridge wanted to get out and run, but being able to get out and run in control and controlling that is going to be a big key, and I think that will play tonight. You can run up and down the floor all you want, but are you controlled in how you handle the basketball? And in that first game for both teams, turnovers were huge in that game.
Right, and I think those are the things you clean up. Those are the opening act. It's your first game of the season. You're going to have turnovers. You got to live with it, but you have to eliminate some of the unforced ones because the forced ones are always going to be there. Another player is going to make a better play than you sometimes. But control what you're going to control. And I think if the Yellow Jackets can stay within their system, I like when they move the basketball. That's one thing we talked about last week. Making that second or third pass, Jason, you coined it last year often, making a good shot become a great shot. And the Yellow Jackets, I would love to see their shooting percentage when that ball rotates because it has to be better than when they cast up that first shot. So, again, lots of questions tonight just about to be answered.
One thing that we'll know for tonight, there will be a new possible record holder. Tying a record tonight for sure for the Yellow Jackets will be Kaya Anderson with their 139th game played for the Yellow Jackets. That ties a record that she'll now share with Willow Thiel at 139 games played in their high school career.
Well, and that says a couple of things, Jason. Number one, you're a really good player because you're playing at a young age to get that many. And you've also stayed healthy. And again, you put those combinations together, and it speaks highly of who Kaya is. She's ready to play. She's been ready to play since she was younger. And that's a lot of basketball to be played. And again, those other accolades now will follow, I believe.
She is closing in on a couple of different marks. We'll touch on that as this broadcast rolls along, as she could potentially move up the all-time scoring list tonight, as well as join and set a new record from beyond the arc. But we'll keep that for later as that plays on. We're just a few minutes away from tonight's game between the Yellow Jackets and the Nuggets, and starting to see a good atmosphere here in the Hive. We saw it in the first game against Breckenridge, and you open up with some conference foes right away. It adds to the intensity and atmosphere a little bit.
Well, and it does. And we just got off college football having rivalry week. Well, it's kind of the same thing. This Highway 10, it's brought a lot of rivalries. There's been a lot of great games. There's been a lot of great coaches. It just, you can feel that flavor right now as it's just going to be a fun night of basketball as both sets of teams now getting ready for the starting lineups. It's going to be a great night here.
And we'll be back with those next on the 549 Media Network.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank. Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Beast sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perm seniors. Yellowjackets are my team, and United Community Bank is my bank.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good. You want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLN from the bottom of my heart that they believe you and your family is important.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
Welcome back into the Hive. We'll now send it courtside with our PA announcer, Trevor Seaman.
Without them, we don't play tonight. Now let's meet our starters for each team. First for the Nuggets of Hawley, standing at 5'11", a senior number 4, Addison Sandvik. Standing at 5'10", a senior number 14, McKenna Walker. Standing at 5'10", a senior number 21, Sella Fleming. Standing at 5'9", a junior, number 32, Katie Vetter. And standing at 5'11", a senior, number 44, Emily Vettern. The Nuggets are coached by assistant coaches Jackson Lingus and Allison Brenna, and their head coach, Jed Carlson. Now for the starters for your home team, the Perham Yellowjackets! Standing at 5'3", a sophomore, number 11, Sophie Nelson. Standing at 6 feet, a sophomore, number 12, Lauren Gertie. Standing at 5'5", a sophomore, number 15, Reagan Hamburger. Standing at 5'9", a junior, number 30, Addie Drager. And standing at 5'11", a senior, number 5, Kaya Anderson. The Yellow Jackets are coached by assistant coaches Michelle Borman and Robbie Cox, and your head coach, Mr. TJ Super.
Nice job there by Trevor Seaman with our starting lineups as they turn off the lights and we get ready to jump around for this one between the Yellow Jackets and the Nuggets right here on the 549 Media Network.
Yeah, it's a great opening. It feels like opening night again with the layoff, Jason. So again, probably some opening night jitters for a few of these ladies, as it's early in the season. But I think some of our key is rebounding, take care of the ball, like you said, make transition count. If you don't, it could be a long night.
Opening tap goes to the Yellow Jackets as Jordy outleaves Veteran with that. Here's Nelson now to the right side. Drenger looking inside. Jordy into the paint. Spin move. Left hand, no good. Rebound grabbed there by Veteran. She was all over the glass in their first win of the year. Now pass up ahead, but it's turned over and out of bounds off of Fleming.
And there's some of what you talked about early on. You got to value each one of those possessions, especially on a night like tonight. And sometimes going too fast isn't the answer.
Hemberg gets it poked away. Now Corrals up top. Here's Drenger now. Over to Nelson on the right side. She looks to drive to the block inside Jordy. Jumper on the way. It's good. Addie Drager with the first points of the night for the Yellow Jackets.
And I think that's where Addie Drager is really good. If you can get her feet set, kind of on that side, 15 to 16 feet. She showed last year that was really successful for her.
Fleming hands it off. Now driving into the lane, Sandvik. But a whistle, and Sandvik will go to the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line as the Yellow Jackets pick up their first foul of the night. That is on Nelson, her first. Sandvik at the line. 17:03 to go in her opening half. Sandvik first free throw too strong off the back iron.
And sometimes the old saying is the first point is the toughest. And for the Hawley Nuggets, I think just getting the ball to go through the rim here might loosen the load a little bit for them.
She goes 0 of 2 at the line. Jurdy gets the rebound. Here's Nelson up court with it. The right side, Anderson. Anderson spins, tries to create some space. Now comes back out here to the arc. Drager inside. Jurdy kick back outside. Drager the three. It's good. Drager with 5 points, and the Yellow Jackets strike to a 5-0 lead here early.
Full court pressure kind of caught Hawley a little off guard, which is surprising. You know the Yellow Jackets want to at least go three-quarter court and again, tip ball situation, no over and back.
Walker picks it up, nice screen set. She drives to the baseline, fires a pass near side. Sandvik kicks it up top. Now looking to drive Fleming. Her shot pass actually blocked away. And now coming with it is Vetter. Now Fleming looking inside. Shot clock down to 7. Long jumper off the glass is no good from Vetter. And the Yellow Jackets back. Here's Anderson. Drive, floater for her is good. Kai Anderson with the first 2 points of the night for her. And the Yellow Jackets on a strong 7-0 run to start.
Great start, and just how Coach Borman said they started in Albany as well, Jason. So trend happening for the Yellow Jackets, and yet another turnover, and you talked about turnovers being your key to the game, and it's living true right now.
Defensive pressure by the Yellow Jackets early on causes another turnover. 7-0 the Yellow Jackets lead. Drager with 5. Anderson with 2 to lead the Yellow Jackets as Nelson comes across half court to Anderson. Hemberger, the three-pointer off the back iron. Rebound tapped around. And it's grabbed inside. Jurdy left hand short. Rebound to Anderson. Floater from her is good, and Kai Anderson now has 4 points. And Lance, a key you talked about, aggressive on the boards. The Yellow Jackets have done that here early going. And now we have, everything's back on as the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and I think we talked about having to be team rebounding, and it was just that. And I was talking more defensive end. The Yellow Jackets kind of turned tide there, and it was on the offensive end. So great job for the Yellow Jackets.
Straight on three is good. Nailing that one is Sella Fleming, as she gets the first bucket of the game for Hawley as she hits the deep three. Nelson now to Hemberger. She thought about it. Now will drive, pull up, kick out Nelson. Nelson drives baseline, bounce pass to the other post. That's Jurdy to Drager, back to Jurdy. Jurdy trying to back down the defender, left hand good. Nice move inside by Lauren Jurdy. Yellow Jackets on an 11-3 run, pass inside, Jurdy the steal. Now Nelson to Dranger. To Anderson, a three-pointer from her off the back iron. Rebound grab by Vetter. She's bumped, and the foul will be on the Yellow Jackets. If it's on Nelson, it is. That's her second. Kunza will check in, Ashton Kunza, as Nelson in foul trouble early with 2.
And that's unfortunate. That was an excuse me foul. Just going for the long rebound and got herself caught up in the wrong situation. Kunza's played well for the Jackets, so let's see what she brings to the court.
Short on the 3, rebound, reverse layup. No good for Veteran. The Yellow Jackets on the board on the rush three-pointer. Hemberger looks inside, Jurdy. Working inside, left hand offline. Fight for the boards to the floor, tied up, but it's coming away with it on the Nuggets. In the lane, nice shot there inside by Kate Vetter. And Vetter gets Hawley to within 6.
Well, believe it or not, I think the Hawley Nuggets are trying to outpace the Yellow Jackets tonight, Jason. And again, it's looked sloppy at times, but it just shows they can score quickly.
Head fake by Kunza, the 3 offline. Nice head fake, got the defender off the feet, but just couldn't hit. Now a pull-up jumper from Sandvik, no good. Kunza the board, and the Yellow Jackets looking to come back with speed. Anderson cutting into the lane. Lets the defender clear and off the glass for 2. And it's 13-5 Yellow Jackets here. Sandvik with it. She'll take the three. That's off the iron. Rebound inside. Forced the put back by a veteran, and it earns her a trip to the free throw line.
I don't mean any disrespect by this, but it has a feel of a summertime basketball game right now. Jason, one pass down the court, first person up's taking the shot, and both teams are going back and forth. And luckily or skillfully by the Yellow Jackets, their shots are going in right now. But again, this tide can turn quickly, and we have a host of substitutions right now.
Free throw is good from the Horseman Insurance Investments free throw line. Makes it 13-7. Quinn Hansen, as well as Olivia Phillips, have come in for the Yellow Jackets. Skunza has it. She'll drive, lose it off a foot, comes back to Kylie Anderson, fortunately for the Yellow Jackets. Tough dribble, she gets the pass over. Hansen the three, it's good. Quinn Hansen continues her strong shooting as she hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, and it almost seems like every game now, it's that first shot goes right to her, and she's not afraid to take it. So, nice job, Quinn.
Halverson in the lane, gets tied up, comes near side. A three-pointer from Skank is no good. Jocelyn Skank misses that one. But the Nuggets get the board, and attacking inside was Vetter. Kick out outside, the three no good from Halverson, and the Yellow Jackets get the board. We'll talk about that in a second as Anderson hits the three-pointer for Kai Anderson. That leads to a timeout. Yellow Jackets extend the lead. 19-7 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perm. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Welcome back to the Hive out of the timeout. Team still chatting things over. Kind of caught me laughing a little bit there. On that last possession, Hawley went for the board. One of the girls went down, and her teammate, great teammate, checking on her, but her teammate on the floor was like, go play defense. It allowed actually the Yellow Jackets to have an advantage, and it ended up leading to an Anderson three.
Right, and again, it was one of those, Jason, I saw the same thing you did, and I was like, oh, what a great teammate, and then she just said, you got to go play D, and they kind of looked at each other, and it allowed the Yellow Jackets for a fast break situation. Man, Jason, I've been impressed by the Yellow Jackets in this early year so far, how quickly they can turn their defense into offense. They like to push the pace, they get up the floor well, but you said it, they're getting out the floor under control, and the shots don't look rushed. They look patient in a hurried way, if that makes sense. And again, they're creating a lot of opportunities for each other, and that's the culture I think we heard Coach Borman talk about earlier tonight in the interview.
And a foul coming up as Ashton Coons got her hands in there to cause this turnover. Vetter gets called for her first. And you can see the younger girls that have come in with some of that experience last year. They don't have that deer in headlights look as they did at times last year. Yellow Jackets fortunate there. They do end up turning it over on the far sideline.
And I think more so than that, Jason, even it's going to be the combinations and getting them all to work together. And sometimes the best laid plan that Coach Super can have gets changed by foul trouble. That happened tonight already where your substitution pattern changes. Different ladies have to play on the floor at the same time, maybe switch to a different position. Right now they're handling everything flawlessly.
Inside they go to the Nuggets. Shot no good by Veteran. Put back no good by Halverson. Now inside, drawing the bucket in the foul is Veteran, and she'll earn a trip to the free throw line. And I think out of that timeout, you saw that Holly Jed Carlson may have said, hey, we got the height advantage. Let's start attacking inside. and being aggressive at the hoop. Foul is on the Yellow Jackets. Quinn Hansen, her first. But unable to pay it off at the free throw line was Hawley, as it's 19-9 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Inside they look, and it's almost turned over, but it goes off Hawley. They'll stay with the Yellow Jackets.
And this is the first combination of Yellow Jackets, I would say, Jason, look like they're a little rushed when they're going up the floor and getting into their offense. So look for one of these guards to settle them back in, get them back into what they're supposed to do, and look for a good shot by rotating the basketball.
And it's Anderson who hits the three. Kaya Anderson off the feed from Kunza extends the Yellow Jacket lead. Back the other way, Sandvik drops it off Vetter. Now into the hands, Walker into the lane. Shot no good, draws the foul. And Hawley will get back to the free throw line with McKenna Walker to shoot a pair at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw lines. The Yellow Jackets pick up another foul. This one's on Phillips. And quickly, that's 5 on the Yellow Jackets as McKenna Walker hits the first.
And Coach Carlson and his staff have to breathe a sigh of relief as a free throw goes in. I think they've found something they want to try to exploit. And you called it, getting inside and probably trying to draw some fouls against the Yellow Jackets, as the second one is also good.
Cuts it to 11. Yellow Jackets up here tonight. Inside Jurdy. Nice feed to Rosenthal. Back up to Anderson with the head fake. She drops it off for Rosenthal. Rosenthal in the lane. Back to Anderson. She'll take the three and hit the three. Kaya Anderson, her third three-pointer of the night.
Okay, if you're the top two girls for the Hawley in their 2-3 zone, you've got to locate Anderson. None of the other ladies have shown you they can shoot the way Anderson shot so far. So see if Coach Carlson makes some changes here.
Nice aggressiveness on the board by the Nuggets. Fleming now with it to Sandvik. She drives baseline. In the lane, no. She gets a rebound. Put back is no good. Rebound tapped around and out of bounds. They'll go to the Yellow Jackets. One of the records we talked about for Kai Anderson, we kind of alluded to and hinted at, is a 3-point mark in a career for Kai Anderson. She's now 3 away from tying that mark as she's hit 3 tonight. Came into this game 6 away from tying the record and 7 from breaking it as Kunza gets to Anderson. Under 10 to go. Anderson drives, kicks. Hansen the 3 off the iron. And a rebound coming in strong is Kate Vetter. She gets the board, earns a trip. Actually, no, that's team foul number 6, Foul on the Yellow Jackets. That is on Rosenthal, her first.
Well, and I think if you're Coach Super, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but you're going to live with some of these early foul situations. I think you're trying to teach a style, and that style is to be aggressive, turn your defense into quick offense, and make this game easy. So I think you're going to live with some early foul trouble as you start to develop that culture right now for the Yellow Jacket girls.
Nice skip pass cross court there for Fleming. It's no good. Rebound put attempt, no. But the Yellow Jackets eventually get the board, and Kunza will come back with it. Kunza inside Jurdy. The fastball too strong. Ends up in the second row of the Hive, and now it'll be Hawley Nugget basketball with 9:25 to go in our opening half here from the Hive. We thank you for tuning in on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. The Yellow Jackets by 14 and a steal. Inside Dranger, but she traveled. Interesting footwork on that one, and it ends up leading to a travel.
Well, and I don't know if it was a travel or not. I'm not going to argue that call. I think you said it best. It looked awkward, and that's what caused the travel to be called.
Nuggets come back the other way, and now the Yellow Jackets pick up a foul, and now shooting will be Hawley.
Well, and if you're the Hawley faithful, you got to hope that free throws start to go in because you're probably going to be shooting a lot of them the way this game's going. 9 minutes and 11 seconds is an awful early time to be starting the bonus, and you got to be a little careful if you're the Yellow Jackets.
Katie Venner at the line, at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. She hits the first. The Yellow Jackets were wanting to get in transition off the made free throw, which I like that style, but it was 1 in the bonus. And she gets a second, does Vetter.
I was just going to say, you think that's been coached into the girls to to get going and put pressure on the opposing defense, it was on display right there.
Drager looking inside. Journey backing down the defender. Left hand too strong. Rebound grab by Sandvik. Sandvik bumps. Maintains control. Will drive. Bouncing off. Fleming the three-pointer. Off the front iron. Kunze the rebound. Up ahead. Here's Hansen now trying to get it to Anderson off foot and out of bounds. Ty Anderson looking for help, thinking it was deflected. The officials are going to stick with the original call. It'll stay with Hawley with 8:41 to go. Reagan Hemberger and Sophie Nelson back into the game. Sophie Nelson playing with 2 fouls. And the inbounds pass goes to Vetter. Quickly up ahead now. Here's Skank with it. Pass batted away. And coming back is Drager. Now Nelson will bring it up court. The right side, Drager. Dirty in the paint. Battling. Spins, kicks out, tough pass into the Hawley Nuggets bench. And Nelson unable to get to that one with 8:23 to go. And we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout called by the Yellowjackets. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
From the plains of North and South Dakota to the lakes of Minnesota, one remarkable creature thrives. The cold climate heat pump. It cools when it's hot, heats when it's not, and uses far less energy than traditional systems. Those who welcome one into their habitat enjoy year-round comfort, generous rebates, and bills that nearly hibernate. Cold climate heat pumps, cooling, heating, and saving all year. That's efficient comfort. Powered by Otter Tail Power Company.
Welcome back into the Hive out of the timeout. Yellowjackets leading 25-13. Here in this opening half of our second broadcast of the year on the 549 Media Network.
Oh, we talked about foul situation for the Yellowjackets. I think the good part of it is, other than Sophie Nelson, I believe she's the only one with 2. They're distributing the fouls as well as they are the basketball tonight.
And instead of picking up a foul, they cause a turnover. With 8:15 to go, Yellowjackets will bring the ball up court with Nelson. Now Hemberger. Yellowjackets looking inside, not there. Dranger with it. Now to Nelson. Nelson looks to drive in the lane. Dishes it off to Jurdy, who puts it in with the left hand. She's got 4 points on a nice drive and dish there by Nelson. Back up top, thinking about the 3 for a second was Walker. They cut her off, and now it goes to Skank. She looks to drive, and Anderson steps in and gets the steal. Nice. Anderson back the other way.
Yeah, nice job by Kaya Anderson just dropping down on that rotation defensively.
Anderson cuts, now looking for help, finds Nelson. Nelson, as a foul as Sandvik just trucks Hemberger and didn't want to deal with the screen. And Sandvik picks up her first foul.
Well, the old theory is if you're going to pick up a foul, make it worth it. That one was probably one of the harder fouls we'll see tonight, and a good job staying on that screen.
And Journey misses that inside layup after the nice sideline inbound to her. Vetter with it. Skank now hands it off. Vetter, and a deep 3 from Walker is swatted. Nelson with the left hand off the iron, and the rebound inside, grabbed by the Nuggets. Now they're looking to come back and run with under 7 to go in our opening half on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Yellowjackets lead by 14 off a foot. Saved before it could go out of bounds. Alverson now to Vetter. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Nelson out to run. Nelson stops, spins, I guess, and loses control. And back the other way is Skank. Skank, jumper off the glass is good.
And I was sort of joking, but I wasn't, that it reminds me of summertime basketball, and that's, we're getting up and down the floor right now. Both teams solely believe in the fast break. Unfortunately, and one of the things when you're going to go fast, you're going to have turnovers.
Nelson drives, left hand, gets that to go. Our first points of the night makes it 29-15. Yellowjackets change up the look of their full court and leads to a Drager steal. Drager, the steal, the layup. Rolls in and out, no good. Anderson, the rebound, the putback for her is good for Kaya Anderson. And that's going to lead to a timeout. Timeout by the Nuggets. We'll be back on the 549 Media Network.
At Joe Foltz Construction, quality and integrity aren't just words, they're our commitment. Since 2004, our owner-operator-led team of skilled craftsmen has brought dream homes, commercial spaces, and major remodels to life across Lakes Country. We guide you through every step, from custom design and accurate estimates to construction and a 10-year warranty that shows we build for life. Your vision is our blueprint. Joe Foltz Construction, craftsmanship you can trust. Visit us in Perham or online at joelfoltzconstruction.com.
Welcome back to the Hive. A strong start for the Yellowjackets. They lead this one 31-15. I say strong start on the scoreboard, but they're still battling some turnovers and foul trouble, which a couple of things that head coach TJ Super will talk about at the half and to get ready for the week ahead with a tough one coming up Friday night at Pelican Rapids. Turnover right there. Comes back to Hamburger. She'll bring it up court for the Yellowjackets. Hamburger to Drager. Was slowly there on the tip. Now driving Phillips. Kick outside. A three from Hanson is off the iron. Rebound tapped around and eventually grabbed by Kendall Hill. She'll get the ball over to McKenna Walker. Walker steps into a three and misses everything. And it goes out of bounds with 5:19 to go. On your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard, Yellowjackets lead this one 31-15 tonight on the Hawley Nuggets as Kunze will bring the ball up court to Drager. Over to Olivia Phillips. Phillips now to the right side, Kunze. Kunze will go around the top of the key with a left-hand scoop. No good. Phillips the putback too strong. Now Kunze from the outside. The three is good. As Ashton Kunze has her first 3 points of the night, and it's 34-15 Yellowjackets. Fleming now looking for help. Pemberger on her. Drops it off inside. Working down low. That time was Hill, and it's turned over. Now Hanson up court to Kunze. Kunze will drive. Get cut off. Look inside. Phillips, tough pass. Sandvik does a nice job coming and causing the turnover. Sandvik back the other way. Inside through traffic is McKenna Walker. Shot's no good, but she earns a trip to the free throw line. The Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line where McKenna Walker's 2 of 2 on the night. Yellow Jacket fouls on Addie Drager, her first.
Well, the Yellow Jackets did a good job, Jason, staying out of continued foul trouble for about the last 4 minutes as the first one goes in for Walker. Part of it is, though, Hawley kind of went away. They went back to their outside game, trying to get shots from the outside. I like when they go high-low or post-to-post type passing underneath the basket. I think they put the Yellow Jackets in a little bit of trouble, and let's see if they stick with it this time instead of going back to that outside game.
The Yellow Jackets by 17 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Make sure to stay tuned for our halftime show. While we dissect tonight's game and talk about some of the other events going on as that one is turned over as Anderson was cutting. Phillips didn't see it. Or Anderson didn't see it as Phillips was looking for her. Skank with it. Skank, left hand, drives, kicks. Here's Sandvik. Sandvik trying to create space against Rosenthal. Now gets to the elbow. Jumper's no good. Rebound. Corral then comes back up top. Alverson with it now. Alverson, kick outside. Head fake by Fleming. She will drive, knife through, and up and in for 2 for Stella Fleming. She's got 5 of the 19 for Hawley. Now Anderson walks in, steps into a 3. It's short off the iron. Gets the rebound. The floater's off the back iron. And now down to the floor they go. Back the other way is Skank. Now kicks it off. Fleming down low, short jumper. That's good for Vetter.
That was the nicest offensive ball movement for the Hawley Nuggets all night, Jason, and let's look for the Yellow Jackets to answer.
Nice spin move by Anderson, draws the foul on Sandvik, her second. And I'll put Anderson to the free throw line for the very first free throw of the night for the Yellow Jackets at the Horseman Insurance and Investment free throw line. And that free throw is good, dude. Shoot the second will be Anderson. And she's short on the iron on that one. Rebound ground by the Nuggets and pressured right away by Nora Rosenthal is McKenna Walker. And Rosenthal's got to be careful, but Walker does get the ball away to Fleming. Now Walker drives, stops, finds Veteran. Back to Walker. Cross court. The feed, the drive, the shot attempt is short by Skank. Jack gets the board, Nelson looking to run. Kunza, travel. Oh, stepped on the end line. A turnover on the sideline with 2:23 to go. Gives it back to Hawley as they try to cut into this 14-point Yellow Jacket lead here on the 549 Media Network.
Well, that last offensive possession for the Nuggets, they're going to look back to that one. That could have really cut into this lead. They vacated the middle and they just missed the layup. I think they thought there was going to be a ton of pressure. The Yellow Jackets maybe should have stayed at home just a little bit longer there.
Trying to create space to Skank. Now it comes up. Fleming, the three off the iron. Rebound inside. Ooh. A lot of contact. And now a foul. We'll send the Nuggets to the line. Yellow Jacket foul. It's on Jurdy. That's her second. Drager will check in for her. The Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. The first free throw is no good. Yellow Jacks battle for the board. They don't get it though. First miss from the line from Walker, but now Drager gets a steal as Walker tries to drive in the lane. Anderson in a head fake. Now to Kunza. She's got space. She launches too strong. Over a leaping Sophie Nelson, who tries to save it and come back the other way, though. Does Hawley. Cross-court pass, Fleming. The corner three off the iron, and the rebound grab by Rosenthal. Rosenthal, a nice job keeping that left foot in bounds. But she came down for that rebound. Head faked by Nelson. Kunza thought about it for a moment. She's going to drive to the elbow or to the block and lay it in with the left hand. 16-point Yellow Jacket lead as now Skank will drive and turn it over, and Anderson steals the pass. Bounce pass there for Rosenthal, and the layup is good for Noah Rosenthal. The Yellow Jackets putting pressure under a minute to go. Ball's out of bounds. Kai Anderson dodged a foul there with 43.3 seconds to go. Right in front of Hawley coach Jed Carls. Pass up ahead to Vetter. She will drive short on the layup, the putback. No on that layup attempt by Veteran. Yellow Jackets trying to run. Almost turned over. Nelson gets it down low. Rosenthal there to finish. Shot clock off, inside, off the glass, no. Drager, the board, and now she's fouled by Vetter. And if you're Hawley, you got a few fouls to give. Hack a couple more times with 19.5 seconds to go.
I was going to say, it's not a bad foul. Everybody was kind of discombobulated right there. and it might have ended up in a fast break for the Yellowjackets. So it's probably a good foul just to settle things down.
We had a nice discussion about that during the JV game. You can't go home with them, so. Schoons with the basketball.
So true.
She's going to drive and finish. That's 43-21, and that will do it for our opening half, and an outstanding first half it was for the Yellowjackets as they lead this one 43-21. We'll take a break, come back to the halftime show here on the 549 Media Network. Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perm, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware, right here in downtown Perm.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perm, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
From the plains of North and South Dakota to the lakes of Minnesota, one remarkable creature thrives. The cold climate heat pump. It cools when it's hot, heats when it's not, and uses far less energy than traditional systems. Those who welcome one into their habitat enjoy year-round comfort, generous rebates, and bills that nearly hibernate. Cold climate heat pumps, cooling, heating, and saving all year. That's efficient comfort. Powered by Otter Tail Power Company.
Welcome back to the Hive, where we roll along with our halftime show. We thank you for tuning in, and we'd like to thank all our sponsors who make these broadcasts possible here on the 549 Media Network and on our Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Yellowjackets off to a commanding 43-21 lead here at the break.
Yeah, and we talked about a couple keys. I think the Yellowjackets have been ultimately successful in our keys to the game. They've rebounded really well. They're the ones getting second and third chance offerings every time almost. And again, I think we talked about the size differential. You don't even notice it in the game, Jason. And I attribute that to Coach Super and his staff and the game plan they have. But in the end, it's ultimately the aggressiveness of the Yellowjackets tonight. They are just taking things away from the Hawley Nuggets, and they're forcing them into taking quick shots or shots that are off-scheduled of their offense. So, again, hats off to the Yellowjackets defense. It's been tried and true in all three games that I've watched so far this year.
In the scorebook, leading the way for the Yellowjackets is Kaya Anderson. She has 18 points. She's the only player in double digits for the Yellowjackets. 7 points on the board for Ashton Kunza, 4 each for Nora Rosenthal and Lauren Jurdy, 5 for Addie Dranger, 3 for Quinn Henson, and 2 for Sophie Nelson to lead the way for the Yellowjackets. 4 Hawley leading the way is Emily Vetter. She has 8. McKenna Walker with 2. Stella Fleming with 5. 4 for Katie Vetter, and 2 for Jocelyn Schenk. As we take a look at the Yellowjacket pep band entertaining the crowd here tonight. They've been doing a great job, just as the Yellowjackets have on the court. We'll take a timeout, come back with the start of the second half here on the 549 Media Network.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
I'm Ryan Rusted with United Community Bank. United Community Bank has served the Lakes area since 1911. We're proud that you, your grandparents, your kids, and your grandkids have chosen UCB. We know the power of a smile and a handshake. Perham, Dent, Frazee, those are our communities. And United Community Bank is our bank.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Welcome back into the Hive. Yellow Jackets and the Nuggets getting ready for the second half here. We thank you for tuning in. We'd like to give a special wish, shout out, and birthday wish to Yellow Jacket Activities Director Aaron Anderson as he celebrates a birthday tonight.
For sure, instrumental in getting a lot of these things going, and just always makes coming to the Hive pleasant when you get a chance to talk to Mr. Aaron Anderson. So happy birthday to you, Mr. Anderson.
You know, he's enjoying tonight as the Yellow Jackets lead 43-21 to start our second half. Possession arrow switches now after Hawley gets the opening possession. Sandbeck looking to drive, pull-up jumper from hers off the line. Rebound grab there by Jurdy. Yellow Jackets and the Nuggets both the starting five out. Now Hemberger with it. Nice head fake into the lane. Tough pass though. Jurdy corrals it. Finds Anderson, but it's tapped away as Vetter will come back with it. Vetter off of her foot to the floor. It's tied up. Nope, it's not. As it comes free and Jurdy gets the block on a shot by Veteran to start the second half.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with both teams. If you're the Yellow Jackets, you're hoping that let up, you don't have a let up here as you have such a comfortable lead. And for Hawley, you just got to take a couple, 3-4 minutes at a time. Try to win the first 3 minutes, then the next 3. Claw yourself back into this game, but it's tough when the Yellow Jackets play defense the way they've been playing.
Leads to another turnover. Now Anderson will stop and pop, and it's too strong out the back iron. But she gets the loose ball back to her at half court. Now it rolls to the floor. And there we have the game's first held ball.
You know, it's just kind of amazing at the pace that this has been, that's the first possession arrow change we've had other than the beginning of the game and half.
Tough pass, tapped away by Vetter on the entry pass. Nelson will now move over here to the sideline, and Anderson will inbound. A little height differential on the inbound pass.
Well, that's a tough spot. That's probably the worst spot to inbounds. And then the Yellow Jackets lose it. They said no possession, so they were able to go into the backcourt.
Drager into the lane, loses control. They got swatted away from her, and Sandvik coming back for the Nuggets. Ooh, and she clears space, but Nelson didn't have the position, and she picks up her third foul. Yellow Jacket fans voicing their displeasure with that one, maybe the students, with 16:34 to go.
Yeah, and the foul on the floor. So, again, taking it out underneath their own basket. Here are the Nuggets.
Don't have the continuation that we're starting to see in college now is a new rule this year in college basketball and has always been there in the NBA. And that ball is stolen away. Hemberger, nice job reading that. Hemberger inside Anderson. Brings it up top to Nelson. Nelson playing with 3. Over to Drager. Nelson cuts into the lane. Timeouts called by the Yellow Jackets. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the 549 Media Network.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellow Jackets.
Welcome back to the Hive. Kind of a staggered and rough start to the second half, but the Yellow Jackets lead 43-21 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard here in the second half. Jason Groth with Lance Rock. Bringing you all the sights and sounds here on the 549 Media Network. Nelson will now inbound to Hemberger. Hemberger Hawley up top now over to Nelson. Shield drive. Left hand is high off the glass and good for 2.
And a steal.
And now back. Drager put shot attempt no good. Rebound grabs by Hawley. And now coming back, Drager's going to get the reach in.
Right, and you see that often in high school sports. You compound one end where you felt like you should have made that shot. You come back and try to make something happen, and unfortunately, foul there on Drager.
Pass thrown in the backcourt. Sophie Nelson out to the floor. Anderson with it. Anderson spins. Nice move to the hoop. Fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. One thing, Lance, I noticed you in your great camera work, you could see how excited the bench is for their teammates here as Fleming draws a foul, and that will send Anderson to the free throw line. She hits her first, gives her 19 on the night. And just the culture, and I know that's the buzzword right now, but the way they've brought it up and have done a nice job supporting each other all the way through as Anderson hits both.
That's true, and I go back to Coach Borman's interview, and I like how she stated it, that they're battling, but yet they're supporting each other, and that's really what you want in practice every day.
Sandvik with a nice drive. Fleming will bring it up top now. Walker looks inside. Tough pass. Hemberger comes back, causes the turnover as it goes to Dirty. Anderson back the other way with 20 on the night. Looks inside. Dirty gets it batted away, but she corrals it now. Now to Anderson cutting. She's fouled and will shoot 2 more at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line.
One thing that I'm impressed with the Yellow Jackets, A, they're still in attack mode, which is great. B, I hope they keep it up and that you can see this at home. Their floor spacing is so good right now. You don't get those cutting lanes as Anderson hits the first free throw. You don't get those cutting lanes if you're not well balanced on the floor. And there's times the Yellow Jackets, I think, have been bunched up a little too much, and it allows the defense to cover better. Tonight, especially the start of the second half, they have spaced the floor really well, Jason.
Anderson hits the first, gets the second. And it's now 49-21 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Anderson now with 22 points on the night. Battle on the near side, and there's going to be a foul on Nelson. That's her 4th. They might give it to Hamburger. Nope, they're going to give it to Nelson.
And again, the bad part right there is Coach Super had somebody waiting at the bench for the substitution. Just couldn't get her into the game and get Nelson out. So my guess is we won't see Nelson for a little while here.
Eventually it comes to Ashton Kunza from Drager as everything settles down. Now Anderson steps into a 3, and it's no good. Rebound grab there by Vetter.
I was waiting to see how you were going to call that last series there.
I thought your camera work just described it perfectly. As Anderson comes back the other way, Anderson stops. Nice drop there for Drager. Drager finishes. She's got 7. The feed from Anderson, the finish by Drager. Now Drager going for that steal, just crushes right through Hemberger going for that ball. The aggressive defense by Drager.
Collision in the corner over here.
Phillips and Nelson will come in for the Yellow Jackets. Good thing, though, both appear to be okay. And that ball is now inbounded to Vetter, and it's stolen away. Drager to Kunza down low. Pass stolen back there by Kate Vetter. Vetter, left-hand scoop, draws the foul, and we're in a trip to the line. Well, Katie Vetter, where she's got 4 points on the night.
Yeah, again, I think those are things, the little things it's hard to really critique when you're up by 30. But for the Yellow Jackets, Kunza fakes that pass, dumps off that good old bounce pass you work at. As the first free throw rims in and out, you got an easy layup again. But those are things you grow, and the speed of the game's a lot faster when you hit this varsity level, and those are things that you work on now in practice. And the second one goes for the Nuggets, and you always want things to work on in practice.
Kunza with it to Hansen. Inside, Phillips. Find Anderson cutting. Turnaround jumper is no good. Now they corral and eventually come down with it. Walker looking for help. Halverson stolen away. Drager, the layup is good. Drager now with 9 points. Here's Skank with it. Inside they go. The kick out outside. Too tall, but able to corral that for a second is Halverson.
Great catch.
Pull-up jumper there is too strong. Rebound inside. Put back no good there by Hill. And the Yellow Jackets the board. Hansen with it. Hansen coast to coast, high off the glass for 2. And the Yellow Jackets attacking downhill tonight. Lead this one 55-22. Back the other way. The floater no good. Anderson gets the loose ball off the shot by Vetter. Here's Anderson with it now. Over to Hansen. Hansen to the corner. Kunza now to Anderson. Anderson. The reverse, no good. And now a foul on the floor on the Yellow Jackets, Anderson. That'll be her first. Nora Rosenthal will come in. Getting foul problems, though, the Yellow Jackets, one thing they do is you want to be aggressive, but being aggressive in control. Couple of steps there, shot no good. Rebound put back in, a foul. Going to the line will be Veteran. Foul inside will be on Phillips. Hawley will be shooting free throws the rest of the way at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line.
So again, you called that at 9 minutes and 11 seconds in the first half. They were shooting free throws. Now at 12:37, they're shooting free throws. So again, that's one of the things you have to clean up if you're the Yellow Jackets. Play aggressive, but play under control.
Rosenthal to Kunza. Now to Hansen. Hansen with the left hand. Into the lane, the scoop is good. Nice finish there by Quinn Hansen. She's got 7. The Yellow Jackets stretch the lead to 35, and we're almost in running time territory. Drop it off inside. Nice finish at the basket there by Vetter. Back the other way. Kunza launches off the front iron. Veteran there for the board. Walker with it. Off the screen. Looks for the cutter. Finds it. Kick back out. Stolen and batted it to Anderson. Outlet up ahead. Quinn Hansen left hand. It's good. The left hand layup, the lost art amongst a lot of athletes. Quinn Hansen has nailed 3 in a row. It's 59-24. A three-pointer from deep is offline, but a rebound right there and a foul. And the putback there for Katie Vetter.
Again, good battle there by the Nuggets going after that basketball and after the old-fashioned three-point play here to match, and a host of substitutions for the Yellow Jackets again.
Vetter will be at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. No good there at the line. Dirty though, the rebound. Nelson up ahead. Here's Hemmerger. A deep three-pointer for her is offline. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawley Nuggets. Stoppage on the floor. We got a timeout. Timeout called by Hawley. We'll be back.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets lead this one 59-26. 11:02 to go in our second half. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. We thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you're enjoying the sights and sounds from the Hive tonight. The Yellow Jackets in control. Hawley with the basketball. Head faked by Fleming. Now they pass it around. Look inside, and now a foul on Dirty. Well, one way to get back into the game is hit these free throws. With the clock stopped, or at least cut into the lead.
Well, and again, we talked about when you have a deficit like this, you gotta look at small increments, and there's a free throw that's made for the Nuggets. You're not going to battle back and get 32 points here in the next minute or two, but you got to start winning minutes. There's a lot of time left in the game, and I just think it's going to be a really uphill battle, especially the way the Yellow Jackets are playing defense tonight.
59-28. Rosenthal to Hemberger. Hansen now. Over to Selfie Nelson. She'll drive. Floater short. Sandvik with the rebound for Hawley. Up top now, Katie Vetter. Floater from her off the glass. Too strong off the iron. Nora Rosenthal the rebound. Yellow Jackets back. Rosenthal stops. Gets it over to Hemberger. Nelson batted away. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets as Katie Vetter was the last one to get her hand on that ball. Inbounds pass eventually is corralled by the Yellow Jackets. Hansen now to Nelson. Near side, Hemberger, she'll fire. Too strong. Rebound grab by Fleming. Up ahead to Walker. Better now, back to Walker. Walker drives and finishes. Rosenthal to Nelson. Hemberger, the three. That's too strong. Rebound grab by Vetter. Halverson now. Walker, cross court it goes. Three-pointer from Fleming, too strong. Long rebound, corralled by the Nuggets. Halverson driving, gets cut off, looking for help. Trying to find Walker cutting, it's not there, now it's tied up. Now it's free, and it's to the floor. And now we have a whistle. And it's a held ball. Yellow Jackets will still have to defend as it's Hawley basketball off the jump ball. 9 on the shot clock. Sandvik on the drive, too strong. Put back is good for Adrina Liebenau. Anderson with it. Head fake. Stops, kicks out. Hemberger the three. That's offline. Anderson the rebound. inside, kick out. Nelson, the three. That's offline again. Anderson off the front iron. Yellow Jackets the board. They just flip it around. Max Brosmer style, and it gets turned over. And back the other way, it'll be Hawley basketball. Walker with it. Guarded by Dringer. Halverson now. To Fleming. Thread the needle inside. Nice job trying to back down the defender, but unable to finish is Walker as the Yellow Jackets come back the other way. Here's Anderson. Anderson, the three-pointer. No good, off the iron. Rebound to the floor. Nelson grabs, finds Anderson. Dringer will take her shot and hit the three. Addie Dringer with the nice three-pointer there. So the Yellow Jackets lead by 30. How they battle, it's tied up. Possession arrow to the Yellow Jackets. Nelson brings it up court to Anderson. Anderson the three. That one's good. Kaya Anderson hits the three-pointer. That moves her up the scoring chart on the all-time Yellow Jacket book. As with that three, she passes Francis Rise and Soren Anderson to 12th all-time for the Yellow Jackets on the boys and the girls combined. With that three-pointer, now she's trying to get a steal. Now drive in Langerud. And Anderson gets the rebound up ahead to Jurdy. Jurdy, the scoop no good. Dringer, no on the putback. And Hill has the basketball. Pressure again, but can't get the steal. Halverson with it. Under 7. Now Liebenau for Halverson. And Anderson gets the loose ball up ahead to Dringer. Dringer, the make by Jurdy. That extends the Yellow Jacket lead. 67-32. We will take a break.
Picture this. Brand new floors that make your home feel brand new. At Interiors by Winkles in Perham, flooring isn't just what we do, it's all we do. For over 35 years, our family-owned showroom has helped homeowners find the perfect carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or tile. We handle it all. Design ideas, detailed estimates, and expert installation, so you can enjoy the results, not the stress. Interiors by Winkles, where flooring meets expertise. Visit interiorsbywinkles.com to start today.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets lead 67-32. Substitutions across the board is working her way inside for the shot there is Hill. A couple of times, no good. Rebound put back that time for Liebenau. The Yellow Jackets will come back the other way with it. Kunza. Now there, Olivia Reed looking inside to Phillips. Now Christensen, they go around, three-pointer on its way. That one's no good on the attempt by Daisy Carlson. Kunza now with it. Here's Reed. She'll drive. And in the lane, shot is short. Here's Skank. She'll fire the three. That's offline. Lid has been put on the hoop both sides of the court for much of the second half.
And I think if we saw up and down the floor happening earlier, it's going to get even more so now as substitutions keep coming in for the Yellow Jackets.
Hadley Phillips, Claire Pilgrim in. So Yellow Jackets rolling, leading by 35. We've hit that running time situation.
And again, congratulations to Kai Anderson, passing a couple Yellow Jackets, and again, probably give a nudge to her brother, who she'd be the first to compliment on helping her out on her journey of basketball. I know that to be true because I've heard the story, but again, congratulations to her and her continued move up the scoring charts.
Also kind of fitting to do it on Aaron Anderson's birthday night.
Exactly.
Yellow Jackets by 35. In control of this one here on the 549 Media Network. Make sure to stay tuned to our post-game show brought to you by KLN Family Brands. We'll name our Steve Sanitation Player of the Game. Also, we'll have our Otter Tail Power Play of the Game. That's all coming up in the post-game show as the ball goes out of bounds. Will be Yellow Jacket basketball. They lead with 3:50 to go. The Yellow Jackets by 35 as Claire Pilgrim will bring the ball up court. Now Reed with it. And on the far side, Daisy Carlson. She looks to drive, gets it poked off her hand by Liebenau. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets.
Again, we'll talk about it more after the game, but obviously, understatement, great night here by the Yellow Jackets. And again, as much as we can talk offense, Daisy Carlson just a little off on that one. It's been the defense tonight that, again, continues to impress me with these Yellow Jackets and their aggressiveness. Again, with that, we talked about foul trouble, and the Yellow Jackets are going to have to work on a little bit of when to be aggressive and when not to be. But I think if you're Coach Super and Coach Borman and Coach Cox, you got to be really happy with what you're seeing out of your athletes these first three games.
Greta Brager to the Horseman Insurance Investment free throw line. That one's good. Now the Yellow Jackets will get ready for another tough conference matchup on Friday night down the road in Pelican Rapids to take on the always tough Pelican Rapids Vikings. You know, head coach Brian Korf will have a great game plan in place for that one, as Brager's second is no good. Rebound tapped all the way around, goes out of bounds. It'll be Yellow Jacket basketball. Morgan Korf and company. Will be a tough battle. And then the boys will play that night as well. Right after against the number one team in single A. That shot no good. Tied up. Held ball. Goes to the Nuggets. Wrestling action on Thursday. I believe they're up north. Or maybe I'm ahead of myself.
Nope, you're right on there at Thief River Falls, the annual Thief River Falls Bemidji Triangular. They'll wrestle the first two of the triangular, being the one that has to travel the farthest is the way they settle that. So we're fully fledged into winter sports now.
Steal. Reed is good on the bucket. Olivia Reed for the layup. And the Yellow Jackets extend their lead. Evelyn Block with it stolen away. That's Pilgrim. Pilgrim back. Right hand layup. Good for Claire Pilgrim. The Yellow Jackets lead 71-33 under a minute to go in this one, and now a foul. Bryn Freeland picks up that foul. Clock will run. They'll stop it. They don't want the game to end on a free throw as Allie Langerud will go to the line. She'll shoot two. If they sense that the clock is running down that much, free throw's no good. Second free throw coming. That one is good. Yellowjackets will pass around the perimeter and work the clock down and pick up their third win with a convincing 71-34 victory tonight over the Hawley Nuggets here from the Hive. We'll take a quick break, come back with your KLN Friendly Brands postgame show here on the 549 Media Network.
Hi, my name's Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got a better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock. With people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware, right here in downtown Perm.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Picture this, brand new floors that make your home feel brand new. At Interiors by Winkles in Perham, flooring isn't just what we do, it's all we do. For over 35 years, our family-owned showroom has helped homeowners find the perfect carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or tile. We handle it all. Design ideas, detailed estimates, and expert installation, so you can enjoy the results, not the stress. Interiors by Winkles, where flooring meets expertise. Visit interiorsbywinkles.com to start today.
Perm Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perm Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Welcome back to the KLN Family Brands postgame show. I'm Jason Gross with Lance Rock. We put the finishing touches on a nice victory for the Yellowjackets tonight. They pick up a 71-34 victory tonight over the Hawley Nuggets. And Lance, just outstanding play. Yes, there's some things you're going to have to clean up. Foul trouble was one, but when you're up 71-34, it just shows your aggressive defense really took over and caused a lot of turnovers and caused a lot of havoc.
Well, and you have to be happy if you're the Perm coaching staff, and you obviously drew up a great plan, and the ladies did a great job executing that plan. You're probably to the point here you're nitpicking a little bit. You're finding things because you want to keep this edge for these ladies. But the way it sounds from the interviews we've had from both coaches that have been on, finding that grit and that determination to be their best is not lacking in this group. So again, I think you got to see some of the youth come in and play tonight. They're pushing, obviously making practices tough. And when you're practicing this style of defense, you're going to get better at handling that press. That's kind of the benefit to this whole program. When this is your style of play, you also have to go against that every single day in practice. So you're going to see the Yellow Jackets do a couple things, handle the ball well, and that continued pressure is going to happen both sides of the ball.
We'll take a quick break as our KLN Friendly Brands postgame show rolls along. We'll come back. We'll have your Otter Tail Power Play of the game, as well as your Steve Sanitation Player of the Game. That's all coming up next here on the 549 Media Network.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at perhamrealestate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767. At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perm, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Welcome back to the KLN Family Brands postgame show. We're now joined by our Steve Sanitation Player of the Game, and tonight, Kaya Anderson, outstanding performance here, leading the way for the Yellow Jackets tonight over a tough rival in the Hawley Nuggets. First overall thoughts on the victory tonight?
Oh, it's such a fun game. Each game, it's so awesome just to see everything that we're improving on. It just shows how much hard work we're putting in at practice and all the things that we're focusing on and that we're applying to games. And overall, we're just having so much fun playing together, and that's the best part.
I think that's the key. You just said is you can see the joy for everybody. Nobody has to be the center of attention. You're all battling for each other. What I see, Kaya, is the offense has been there for the Perm Yellowjackets for years. And it started way back when you played in 8th grade. You could see that happening. Your defensive just grit this year, I think, is separated this team from maybe even a couple of the last few teams that years that you've played on. Is that something you're focusing in on practice, or is it you as a group of ladies that have just determined we're going to do this?
For sure. I think a little bit of both. It's definitely been a more intentional focus at practice and just throughout the year that we're focusing on. And it's each individual girl saying, I'm going to work my hardest that I can possible on the defensive side of the court, because it's only gonna help and benefit what's going on the other side of the court. And I think we've all bought into that together. Our motto is sometimes you, sometimes me, always us. And I think we're all buying into the same focuses, and that's what's really given us that energy on defense and that success there.
Well, and you can see that, and you don't get to see what we get to see, but you can go all the way down the bench and watch every time something big happens for the Yellow Jackets. They are up on their feet. They're almost on the court, sometimes probably almost in a chance of getting a technical. Is that the way your practices are?
Oh, yeah. Our practices are full of energy. We had like a long break before yesterday, and we were a little bit worried about like how practice was going to be before this game, but our practice was absolutely amazing yesterday. Ton of energy. Every girl just brings so much energy every day, positive mental attitudes, and really just like we really care about each other and the relationships that we have on the team. So that's a really huge part of what we're bringing every day to practice.
You mentioned that little bit of a break because of the holiday and the weather. What was it like to come back after a few days without practice, coming back into the Hive, have a practice, and then a game right away?
Oh, it seemed to just like be a really smooth transition. I know our coaches were like a little bit worried about like how it was going to be after the long break, but there was no worries. There was no worries when we came to practice yesterday with all the energy that we had and will to work.
Well, Kyle, I also want to say congratulations on a personal mark tonight. I know all about the team first, but now you get some family bragging rights, passing up your brother in the career scoring marks by 2 points here tonight.
I did not know that.
Well, congratulations to you, Kyle. Great game tonight, great victory. Good luck on Friday night against Pelican Rapids.
Thank you, appreciate it.
That is Yellow Jacket Kai Anderson right here on the Postgame Show. We'll be back. We'll have the Otter Tail Power play of the game right here on the 549 Media Network.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1. Or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer. Every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellow Jackets.
Welcome back to the KLN Family Brands Postgame Show. We thank you for sticking with us here on the 549 Media Network. Again, our Steve Sanitation player of the game, Kai Anderson. We'd like to thank her for stopping by on our postgame show. Now, Lance, a couple more things to wrap up. Our Otter Tail Power play of the game. In a game like this, it's kind of tough to narrow down to just one, but I think we came up with a good stretch for the Yellow Jackets as our play of the game.
Well, and it seems like a long time ago, but I'm going to go back to those opening minutes of the game, and you and I had different takes on how this was going to go. Not that I didn't think the Yellow Jackets were going to come out on top, but you were definitely right in your assessment early with me what you thought was going to happen. But Addie Drager came out and just a couple steals, a layup, three-pointer, and all of a sudden you just saw the Yellow Jackets just explode. Like they knew this was going to be the night. So I think that early run by Addie Drager was really, really key to what the Yellow Jackets did tonight, and it got them off and running right away.
She finished the night with 12. Kaya Anderson had 25, and on her tail play of the game is the first few minutes from Addie Drager, and she continued that throughout the night. Her aggressive defense, as you said, Lance, really set the tone for the Yellow Jackets. Ashton Kunza finishes the night with 7. Quinn Hansen ends the night with 9. 6 for Lauren Jurdy, 4 for Sophie Nelson, 4 for Nora Rosenthal, 2 for Olivia Reed, and 2 for Claire Pilgrim, as the Yellow Jackets finish with a 71-34 victory tonight. Leading the way for Hawley was Emily Veteran with 12 points. We thank you for tuning in tonight. Yellow Jackets back on the road on Friday night. They take on Pelican Rapids. We'll have the live stream link for you on our Perm Schools activity stream page. We'll have the link. We're guessing that game will be covered by Pelican Rapids TV. They do a great job down there. So give them a shout out and make sure to check them out on Friday night for the doubleheader there.
Yeah, and follow with the page, the Yellow Jackets web page here, and you're going to find all those events. And that's the cool part, is if you can't make it or whatever happens, go support the other schools that put on these events just like we do. It's become such an important, vital part for grandmas, grandpas, people who live away. It's just such a cool thing. But again, go back to wrap this up, Jason. You couldn't ask for a better script to be written by the Yellow Jackets, and you named a lot of names in the scorebook tonight, and that's always a good sign for any team that's playing. So I think this team's going to continue to grow, and I'm glad we're going to get to follow a little along with them.
That's Lance Rock. I'm Jason Groth. We thank you, and have a good rest of your evening.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
You've been watching 549 Media. Don't miss a moment. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications at youtube.com/@549media. The plays, the energy, the excitement, it's all right here with 549 Media.